I felt the earthquake in Deschapelle, and I was kind of worried. I was wondering, whoa, what was this? Because Haiti is not a country where it's frequent natural disaster.
When the earthquake hit, I was on the road back to the hospital from Leoncourt, and I ended up in a ditch, and I thought something was broken with the car, and then everyone came out, and we figured out that it was an earthquake. We just don't have them that often here, and people were totally surprised. I got back on the road and came to the hospital, and everything seemed eerily quiet. People were saying, oh, the houses were shaking and so forth. Did a quick survey of the hospital. There was no structural damage. Nothing at all happened out here. And then all of a sudden, one patient, two patients, three patients came. For me personally, I don't know, I've been in other urgent situations before, and I've run disaster drills at our hospitals in the United States. We do them here often. I just thought it was another disaster drill, maybe 30 patients, maybe 60 patients. Never understanding the scope. So we just absorbed it. We kept moving and kept moving. Nobody paid attention to shifts or hours. The Haitian doctors and nurses just disregarded it. They came and worked as long as they could. They would go home for a sleep for a couple of hours and come back. During the first week, I would say none of us slept more than 1 or 2 hours a day for the whole 24 hours. And there was a lot of adrenaline, and there was such a huge need, and the people were in such pain and needed our services so much, we never thought about it. Only later, when more people came in and began to help us out and to join us, were we able to take a big sleep, 3 hours or something, and go back to work. I will have to say the impact on me is a sense of intense pride of being at this hospital and being able to work with this Haitian professional group, the doctors, the nurses, and others, who have risen to the occasion with extreme professionalism and extreme concern. I'll have to say also that I am totally impressed with the perseverance, the endurance of the patients, some of whom have had to wait almost 10 days to get the surgery that they needed, to get their definitive care. Never complaining, often in pain, never expressing the pain, asking would it be possible to get a little something to help, but nobody ever was making any noise. They help each other, they take care of each other, and I think that what I learned so much is the strength, the dignity, and the pride of the Haitian people, which we've always known, has depths that we had never probed before.
When I came back to Deschapelle, we took a route that took us through St. Mark, and I was really relieved to see that St. Mark didn't have very significant damage, and we made it to Deschapelle, and really life looked pretty normal here. The next morning I met with my staff and talked to them about the earthquake, and they were all deeply impacted by it. Although they were all here, they have family and friends that were in Port-au-Prince, children that were going to school in Port-au-Prince, many of whom died, people that lost close family members, because again, everyone goes to Port-au-Prince. It is a magnet for the countryside. And they also have refugees in their homes. Some have 6, some have 10, some have 15 people that are family or friends of family that have come already here seeking food and shelter, and in the long term they might be seeking to rebuild their lives here.
I was 10 years old when we came here to Haiti for the first time and began to build the hospital, and I was only vaguely aware of Albert Schweitzer and his philosophy of reverence for life. Later on at college and later I studied more of Schweitzer's philosophy, went back into the original German, but the concept of reverence for life, frankly, was always a little bit of a mystery, what it is that he meant by saying that. And we know the story about how it came to him and so forth. I don't think I understood what reverence for life means until the last 2 weeks.